everybody, and thank you for coming. My name is Perovich. This slide represents a depiction of the effect that fossil fuels have on our planet and its deadly destruction. While researching for this presentation, I came across a very moving statement made by Al Gore in An Inconvenient Truth. The statement, which is, the Chinese expression for crisis, consists of two characters side by side. The first is the symbol for danger, and the second being the symbol for opportunity. Now I'd like to ask you, will you realize the danger of fossil fuels and seize the opportunity to make a change? Today I'd like to talk to you about solar energy as an alternate energy source to traditional fossil fuels. If there are any questions during or after the presentation, please feel free to raise your hands at any time. I'm going to be concentrating on the following points throughout the presentation. What is solar energy, followed by its history, why it is important for us to convert to an alternate energy source, and the advantages and disadvantages of solar energy. Solar energy is defined as electricity generated by the conversion of sunlight, either directly through the use of photovoltaic panels or indirectly through the use of solar thermal processes. Let's test your knowledge of the sun. In 1 hour, our planet receives enough sunlight to supply every human on Earth's electrical needs for how long? Anybody want to venture a guess?
A year?
Perfect! I can't believe you got that. 1 year. In 1 hour, our planet receives enough sunlight to supply every human on Earth's electrical needs for 1 year. Now we'll get into the two different types of solar power. The first one I would like to cover is photovoltaic energy. Photovoltaic energy uses sunlight to create an electric current when it hits the semiconductor material, also known as a PV panel. This electricity can be then used to power a load, such as a light or a tool. Photovoltaic systems can store energy in rechargeable batteries or send extra unused electricity to local power grids. PV panels are usually installed onto the roofs of homes or businesses. Next, we'll cover thermal energy. Thermal energy concentrates on sunlight, converting it to heat, and then applying it to a steam generator or engine. The generator or steam engine then converts the heat to electricity. Thermal mass systems use paraffin wax or various forms of salt to store the energy in the forms of heat. Thermal electricity is generally used for heating buildings and heating water. Next, we'll cover the history. Historians believe that solar energy has been around since the 7th century BC, when humans figured out how to create fire with the use of sunlight and a magnifying glass. In 1767, the first solar oven was invented. A solar oven, or solar cooker, is used sunlight to heat meals or drinks. In 1839, a French physicist named Edmond Becquerel discovered there is a creation of voltage when there is a creation of voltage when a material is exposed to light. In 1883, Charles Fritz developed the first design of the photovoltaic cell. In 1905, Albert Einstein formulated the photon theory of light, which describes how light can liberate electrons on a metal surface. In 1954, David Chapin, Calvin Fuller, and Gerald Pearson of Bell Labs developed the world's first photovoltaic cell. In the 1970s, Exxon Corporation designed an efficient solar panel which was less costly to manufacture. And finally, in 1981, Paul McCready designed the first solar-powered aircraft. The aircraft consisted of 1,600 cells placed on its wings and flew from France to England. Amongst the research of the history, I came across another interesting fun fact, which is today the use of solar energy is increasing at a rapid rate of 30% per year. And the next point I would like to cover is why it is important for our planet to think about converting to an alternate source of energy. There are an array of reasons why fossil fuels are becoming more and more detrimental to the United States and Earth in general. As stated in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, fossil fuels are defined as a fuel source such as oil, coal, or natural gas formed in the earth from plant remains or animal remains. One fossil fuel in particular I'd like to talk about is oil. Though to date no alternate source of energy is able to match its properties, it is important for us to begin thinking about an alternative. Drilling oil wells can cost up to $15 million each, and drilling for oil can also damage the environmental surface. Oil is a non-renewable finite source of energy that takes millions of years to form and is becoming increasingly scarce. Oil contains sulfur, which when burnt turns into sulfuric acid, leading to acid rain. Burning oil also generates carbon dioxide, known as a greenhouse gas, that depletes the ozone layer in the Earth's atmosphere. Though the transportation of oil is efficient, it is not unheard of for there to be oil spills. Oil spills occur on both land and sea, and the cleanup can be extensive, extremely costly, and very difficult. One oil spill in particular is the Gulf oil spill, which leaked 185 million gallons, or 4.4 million barrels of oil into the Gulf of Mexico in 2010. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service reported statistics of 3,634 dead birds and 1,042 live oil birds. On top of the death and serious injuries of the birds, 11 workers were reported missing. Converting to solar power may help eliminate such tragedies from occurring in the future. Next, I would like to cover the advantages and disadvantages of solar energy. Advantages include solar energy is a non-polluting and renewable source of energy, and the source itself is free. Solar technologies can last up to 20 to 30 years with little to no maintenance. And it is easy for remote areas to construct a system sizable enough to fit their electrical needs. Local, state, and federal governments provide tax cuts to consumers and businesses who seek to convert to solar-powered energy. And solar-powered energy also complements other renewable energy sources such as wind and hydroelectric energy. After initial startup costs and installation fees, solar energy tends to pay for itself within 2 to 5 years. Though there are great advantages to converting to solar power, there are also sizable disadvantages to consider. Purchasing and installing the equipment for solar energy can cost tens of thousands of dollars on an individual home. The equipment is heavy, and the structures using the PV panels on the roof must be strong, facing the direct sun path, and the roof must be rather large in size. In most places, the amount of sunlight makes it difficult to consider solar energy as their main source, but places that receive high amounts of sun rays can benefit most from this type of energy. Solar power is more expensive than coal, oil, and other natural gases, so that is a big disadvantage as well. Now that we have established what it is, how it works, and the pros and cons of solar energy, I'd like to summarize the presentation. My intention today was to provide you with information on an alternative to oil, and it should now be clear that converting to a renewable source of energy can only benefit our future. The main points I would like you to keep in mind are: fossil fuels are a finite source of energy, meaning we will eventually run out, and it is important for us to think about converting to something renewable in the future. Oil and other fossil fuels are detrimental to the health of humans and our environment. And most importantly, solar energy is a powerful, renewable source of energy that may have the potential to replace fossil fuels in the future, which is economically and environmentally beneficial because the sun's rays are and always will be free. If you would like any additional information on this subject, I have provided a bibliography for you to refer to. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. It was very informative. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Chelsea, are you going to use solar energy when you have a house bill? I actually think I really might. Yeah. Good source, and I don't know, better than oil. Thank you. I learned a lot.
Thank you very much.
I think we can just keep that one.
Right? Oh yeah, that was